Jeff Koinange live here at Citizen Television, live with Babu and Bobi. The future of East African politics, no doubt. Babu literally just turned 30 today. Bobi Wine is 36. Goodness, I was 16 years old when this guy was born. I was 22 when he was born. Are we old farts now? Are we the old guard?
No, you're not the old guard.
You're the young mind.
The old age is in a state of mind.
Okay. I feel so old with you guys here. But someone was asking, before we go to the tweets, as an artist, we have some artists come politicians, the likes of Jaguar, and who is it, Professor J. Yeah. Would you want them to collaborate with you in a political way, jump on your bandwagon and help the cause? Because they were musicians first.
Yeah. First and foremost, I would also love to be seen as a musician, cautious enough to raise awareness about how his country is governed. I hated to be called a politician because where I come from, the word politician lost meaning. The word politician means lying and manipulating people. And yes, I would like them not just to jump on my bandwagon, because it's not my bandwagon. It is us. It is all of us. The oppression in Uganda is not only unique to Uganda. Like Martin Luther said, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. So what happens in Uganda can very easily come to Kenya or Tanzania. So that's why we always get together. I'm in conversation with the Honorable Jaguar, and indeed in conversation with my good friend Professor J. We've met before, we've sung before together, and we've, had a chat before. And it would be a dream come true for us to come up with not only one tune, but various tunes, most importantly, raising the consciousness of the young people around East Africa to take on the mantle, to rise to the occasion and accomplish what they will.
Absolutely. Yeah. Babu, would you like to quote anyone at this point? I mean, you've quoted Thomas Jefferson, you quoted Machiavelli. Anyone else you've left out?
What I would love to say, Jeff, is just that we young leaders in Africa, we are going to come together. We are in constant communication with Julius Malema of South Africa, Chamisa of Zimbabwe, and we are here with Bobi Wine. We are going to bring this continent, we are going to give this continent a meaning. The reason why you should be called a leader is to serve the interest of your people. We are going to come together and ensure that Africans even speak in one language. We are going to ensure that Africans at least are bigger than any other thing, because Africans is where there are resources. Remember, so many, for example, the people in the Western countries or even in Asia, they are coming to Africa to look for the resources that are in Africa. Meanwhile, at the same time, it is in Africa where there is poverty at its highest rate. That means that there's something wrong with the leadership, because with proper leadership, there's proper development. That is what we are going to bring. And in November, Julius Malema is coming to Kenya, and then we are going to come together again. On Saturday, we are having a rally with Honorable Bobi Wine at Jacaranda Grounds in Bakassi East from 2 p.m. Then Sunday, we'll be having another rally at Kibra. We'll also meet students on Friday. So it's going to be something that we've decided that we have to work for our people.
Yeah.
Yes.
When Malema comes, could you bring him on the bench as well?
Definitely.
Show us a sign, Mama. Mama, show us a sign.
There's already a sign.
Yeah, we're having a sign.
Yeah. Monica, would you like to show us some signs of tweets? All right, let's take a look at tweets, gentlemen, and see. Paseo Nchoe, you say, does he work closely with Kizza Besigye? And ask him who he would have preferred to the other being Museveni, and the one, Idi Amin Dada, given that woes surrounding both of them are well known. I don't get that second part, but okay. Have you worked closely with Kizza Besigye?
Yeah, sure. I'm still working closely with Dr. Kizza Besigye and all other forces of change in Uganda. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I guess the second part is, who's worse, Museveni or Idi Amin?
I did not see Idi Amin, but I think Museveni is worse. One, he has misruled us for longer than Idi Amin, and he has messed up everything that Idi Amin did. Idi Amin was a dictator, but he did not destroy the infrastructure. Idi Amin did not condone corruption. And under Idi Amin, we see that the health sector was working, education was working. Unlike now it's a total breakdown of the country.
Wilson Dongo Jenga say, are you ready to die for your country?
I'm ready to live in my country freely. I'm not going to die, make no mistake.
Babu, you said often than not, you're ready to die, if it came to that.
Of course, if that's the only option for my people to be free, then so be it. There are so many revolutionists before who've died in the cause of revolution, but at least people appreciate them up to now. The likes of Che Guevara, we have Martin Luther King, we have the leader who was at Burkina Faso,
Thomas Sankara.
Thomas Sankara. Yeah. So definitely, the juice is worth the squeeze.
There's another quote. The juice is worth the squeeze. Toy Yoin says, ask Bobby whether he foresees an ouster of President Museveni like it happened to immediate former president of Zimbabwe, Dr. Robert Mugabe. I'd ask that basically, but do you see it ending that way? It was like a palace school almost.
Whichever way it ends for Museveni, his end is near. Ugandans have never been as united as they are. And if you notice of late, members of his own party are deserting him because of the impunity. So whichever way it's going to end, the end is soon for Museveni.
You think if elections were held today, would he lose?
He would lose terribly, but he has been losing anyway. Museveni has been losing and using the military to rig the election, only that we are devising means to supersede him. Yeah.
All right. Kamande Mwithaga, you say, hi, I'm a resident of Murang'a. That's a county not too far from Nairobi. What happens when water booths are put in place to hawk water when you're... What is this? It's about water. It's nothing to do with you, man. It's Murang'a, yeah. Thank you, Monica.
It's fire we're dealing with and not water.
Yeah, we're dealing with fire.
All right, maybe I should read my own, Monica.
Okay, there.
Okay. Jaro Soja. Gor Mahia 001, big fan of our local team, says, Jeff, say hi to Babu. I remember we spent 2 days with him without sleeping during his campaign, and ask Bobi Wine, what's the meaning of the red beret?
Wow. First of all, red is a color that we chose as all forces of change. It is a protest color. And yes, the beret is inspired not only by Che Guevara or Thomas Sankara, but most recently, Julius Malema, a young man from South Africa who inspires us. We know their struggle is different from ours, and their struggle is probably at another step than ours, but we have so much in common, so we get inspired. So red is a protest color for us, a color that unites us and points to the change that we want, and the beret is a militant step to it.
All right, thanks for that. Collins from Tudor in Mombasa. What's the difference between the leaders now, young leaders, and the ones they are fighting to oust? They were young like you, and now they are drunk with power. What makes you think these youth of today wouldn't be drunk with power? It's about structures guarding the people against bad leadership, not youths and old prezos. What's to stop you?
You're very right. And that is why we say that we are not trying to position ourselves as liberators or as messiahs. In Uganda, we're trying to call everybody so that we get our liberation as a whole, so that we ensure that nobody will ever come to claim that liberation as a person. And yes, we don't believe in strong men, we believe in strong institutions that will guard the population against any greed that comes up. Yes.
And Bob, what about you? This drunk with power thing, you know, you were a student leader for how many, for 20 years or something?
I think, Jeff, you are getting it wrong. Babu being a student leader is because the students wanted him to lead for that time. And that's the reason why most of the students from the universities in Kenya came to register at Embakasi's constituency to still vote me as a leader because of the leadership that I was providing, the rights that I was fighting for. That is the difference between me and any other leader who is not serving their interest. Now, back to the person who said that we could be drunk with power, just like the people who've been there. And I should tell that person that let them not lose hope. It is not everybody is the same. And at least ile kwa Kiswahili wanasema ya kwamba mawingu yametanda. And signs are always seen early enough. If you see a leader from the early age having some of the very negative traits, then know that definitely it might end up like that in the foreseeable future. But I believe that a person like me, a person like Bobi, who've been long enough in this struggle, who've been fighting for the interest of the oppressed, right from the university, I believe that the future is luminous. Let them not treat us as the same people who are getting into power and getting there drunk in it. Yes.
Alphonse Musimi in Nairobi says, Bobi Wine, does your red cap signify communism?
No, it signifies resistance.
Good answer.
We were also resisting here.
Resisting, yes. It has a different connotation here, but, you know, moving right along. Khalif Khanzov says, please tell Bobi to respect President Museveni, who brought sanity to Uganda when it collapsed during Idi Amin. To fight for youth, as you put it, is good, but don't use force. You cannot succeed. Instead, you dialogue.
You see, we are not using force, first and foremost. I mentioned it that I respect President Museveni, but me respecting him is not enough. I would appreciate it more if he respects himself as well. And still, we don't use force. We despise violence. We don't preach violence. Instead, the regime is unleashing violence on us and is using force on us. We use constitutional means. We talk to the people, and we are beaten when we talk to the people.
Yeah. Ronald Onsiro, you say Bobi Wine and Bob Owino are like Bobchinski and Dobchinski of the play The Government Inspector. I look up for these guys and I'm sure they will go far. Guys continue fighting for the oppressed. Tuko pamoja. Dobchinski and Bobchinski. Wow. What about, is Nyashinsky anywhere in that place? No, I'm kidding. Viewer, he says, guys, being youth is not a pedestal to stand on. It is marked by inexperience and utopian idealism. What agenda do you have other than space on the table?
But you see, Jeff, by the end of the day, if you're waiting for a youth to gain experience and you can't make him gain that experience, then what do you want to achieve? It's like when you go to look for job opportunity, you are told to have 10 years experience and you're just from the university. Does that make sense? So there has to be, you have to make this youth be experienced by giving him this opportunity. That is what will make him deliver more and more. And from the simple mistakes that he makes, he can correct them as he grows.
Absolutely. Quibita Liz in Embu County. I congratulate Honorable Bobi Wine for remaining strong and focused as he fights the evil. May God grant you more courage and inner strength. TF, press on. Bado Mapamban. What is TF, Monica? Is that Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I tell you, the youth of this world.
Yeah, that's who we are.
Odek Aringo, we say, dear Ugandans, kindly give us Bobi Wine and we will give you Willie, Paul, Tida, Jaguar, and even add you Bahati for free. No, he did not.
I think.
Oh, I'm in Kenya. You can hold me.
Kenyans are too harsh at times. No. Those are our people, and we love them. Kenyans are harsh at times.
Kenyans are very unforgiving. All right, as we wind up. And by the way, just to let you know that both Babu and Bobi will be on Hot 96 tomorrow morning with Jeff and Hamo at 8 o'clock. We said.
Yes.
Sure.
8 o'clock, and then 10 over 10 on Friday.
Yes.
Wow,
yes.
you guys. You might as well camp here. But thanks for your time, guys.
You're most welcome.
Closing thoughts. Babu, let's start with you, and then Bobi can have the last word. Closing thoughts, moving forward.
Moving forward, I would like, first of all, to encourage my brother that we are together in this fight. The people of Uganda should know that we are together in this fight. And as a leader, I would try to reach Museveni and tell him that the way he's doing things is not the right way. So I will try to do that myself. To Kenyans, as a leader, I will never disappoint them. The people of Embakasi East gave me an opportunity to serve them. I'm already doing it. I will do it, and I will never stop at nothing. Let's be united, Kenyans. Let's meet on Saturday at Jacaranda grounds for a rally. A major declaration is going to be made. Thank you.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Any hint? Any hint? Major declaration. Any hint?
You will hear it, Jeff. It's a serious one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bobi Wine, you get the last word. And if you want to sing for us, and freedom, I mean, you just feel free, you know. Yeah.
Well, most importantly, would be a vote of thanks for our Kenyan brothers and sisters. I was in incarceration, so I did not get to appreciate maximally what was going on, but I got to know many days after I got out. We cannot thank you enough, guys, for standing with us. Many times we feel that we are not worth that love. We appreciate that, and we love you back. Thank you very much. And actually, that's one of the reasons why when I got invited by the Honorable Bobi Wine, I said, I've got to go to Kenya because there's so much love for us there. To our brothers in Uganda and sisters, we try to raise your plight at any platform we get, at any opportunity that we're presented with. This is our home too. We are members of the East African community, and it is not supposed to be just a president's club. You know, it's supposed to be the people of East Africa coming together, and not just politically, but with the values that they share, the standing together that you guys showed us. The hashtag Free Bobi Wine started in Kenya and went across the world. So those things, those values, democracy, freedom, liberty that we hold together should continue to bind us. For the brothers and sisters in Uganda, we know that yes, the Kenyans are probably where we envy to be, but I know that you also still have a long way to go to achieve the Kenya that you really, really want. So let's keep moving together, the brothers and sisters back home. Don't give up, man. Stay strong. People power is our power, and sooner or later we will free ourselves from the shackles that hold us.
Absolutely. As Bob Marley said, emancipate yourself from mental slavery, right?
Yeah, man. None but yourselves can free our mind.
There you go, bro.
You see that? And Bobi Wine told you that freedom comes to those who fight, not to those who cry. Because the more you cry, is the more your people continue to die. So rise and defend your rights.
Oh, Babu had to throw in a T-beam in there. Gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Someone once said, the future is so bright, it blinds my eyes. You guys are the future. Any way you look at it.
Future is luminous.
We're the old ones now. We're on the way out. It's up to you guys. The continent is yours. The region is yours.
And we won't disappoint, Jeff.
We definitely won't disappoint. But we can't do it alone. We gotta be together. Yeah.
Yes. Nice one. Bobi Wine there, folks. In the flesh, live and exclusive right here on Jeff Koinange Live. And of course, Embakasi East Member of Parliament, Bobi Wine. Man, I tell you, never gives up. Look at them now, folks. There is hope. There is hope. And there's a rally Saturday in Embakasi East.
Yes.
And
Kibra on Sunday.
That's right, Kibra on Sunday. Yes. A big announcement, Babu promises. In the meantime, keep tweeting at Koinange Jeff, at Citizen TV Kenya. The hashtag is JK Live tomorrow morning. Jeff and Hamo again on Hot 96 at 8 o'clock. Bobi Wine and Bobi Wine to talk some more, carry this conversation forward. And of course, we'll be playing some of Bobi Wine's music, so you know it's going to be a treat. Thanks so much for being a part of the show. Remember, every Wednesday, it's those three letters on the keyboard that follow each other, JKL. And JKL, as always, is powered by Telkom. Telkom, moving with you. Thanks so much for watching and being a part of the show. Good night, good luck. God bless this East African region of ours.